Hi, Sharon.
Well, hello there. And how are you this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
I
great.
know it's bright.
I love your hair.
Thank you. It's
I
really
do.
bright
I,
right
I
now.
love red. I have been so tempted through the years.
Yeah. What?
I never
Good.
really brave, so looks
Well, thank you.
wonderful.
Thank you.
See you again.
Thank you. Okay, hold on. Let me clear my device. It's got all kinds of stuff coming up on it. Phil, what's this?
Cancer.
Somebody. Hi, Miss Beverly.
Hello, Beverly.
There's Lori. Hello, hello. We'll see. I think we're going to hit our 25. That's exciting tonight, too.
That is exciting. That's very exciting.
Make sure I have all my stuff.
Hi, Lori.
There's Steph. Hey, Steph. Hey, April. In the car. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. If you guys are joining us, go ahead and mute your phone or your screen, unless you have, if you want to say something, you're more than welcome to say something, but it'll help us with the reverberation. Thank you. We'll get started in just a minute. I have a feeling we'll have people jump on. It's a busy night. There's a big meeting going on in State College, and I know Erica's team, they have a meeting coming up in just a little bit. There's Erica and Tanner.
Lighting is so bad.
You're in the shadows. There you go. Now we can see you. You say mute me.
Where is it?
I thought I was going to get a picture today of the BioCleanse baby.
Hey.
Hey, Sarah. How was your meeting?
It was good.
Good. Awesome. And there's the babies.
Say hello.
Hello, little man.
I need
Look
to
at
be
how big you're getting. Oh my goodness, you're so big. You ready for your birthday? I got to have a birthday.
How you doing?
All right. All right, I love all this activity. I put out there free and y'all jump on. I love it. Well, most everybody that's already on the call is going to know a lot of what we're going to talk about, but I still think it's great for us to share. Of course, saying my internet is unstable, that's not good. But we're going to talk about this. Phil, I thought was going to come in here, so I'm waiting for him because I think he'll interrupt me, and then I'll have to start my train of thought all over again. But we're going to talk tonight about how to earn the DC trip for free. There you go. Would you like to say something, Mr. Mango? Oh, he went and put on this Plexus shirt for y'all.
What am I supposed to say?
Well, I said you were going to interrupt me, so I said I was waiting until you came out and said something. Okay. Anyway, that was big much of nothing. Sorry. All right, we're going to talk about how to earn DC for free. So I have some really exciting statistics information to give y'all. We got the final number on how many people joined Plexus over the weekend, the 4th of July weekend, and y'all are going to be shocked. It was not 11,000. It was not 12,000. It was not 15,000. Over 17,000 people joined Plexus over the 4th of July weekend.
Oh, my.
I mean, talk about amazing, talk about exciting, and talk about what better ammunition to put into your back pocket when you're having a conversation with someone, because word is out. And like I said last night, and I will say again, and I've said in several conversations, if we don't share, somebody else will. And so that is powerful, and that should give us all an extra boost of confidence. I really want to stress to all of you that are new, that are watching this maybe later, to understand that you don't have to know everything to be able to share. The person that shared with you didn't know everything. I still don't know everything. Almost 2 years in, I'm going to continue to learn. Things will continue to change. But what we do know is that we have products that work. and products that stand on a 60-day money-back guarantee and a compensation plan that can be life-changing. And so that alone is worth it to share. So we're going to talk about Leaders Retreat. Leaders Retreat is October 15th through 18th of this year, and Plexus does a Leaders Retreat, once a year, and this is an opportunity to bring truly the leaders of this company or the people that really are invested in this business to a mini convention, if you will, of training, of networking, of bringing people together, of a time of kind of just social and fun. And like everything else, they do it right. They do it 110%. I know for my girls that got to go last year, that they were just so over the top impressed with everything that goes on. And I really want to convey and stress that everybody that's watching this can earn it. And this is how we, for those of you who haven't, that have maybe even just joined or have not received an email from the company, corporate will be sending out an email every Wednesday night with a Leaders Retreat update. If you are not getting those emails and you have added to your team, or you have been an ambassador for more than a month and you've gotten PV points, you should have had PV points come in, and you don't have that information, get with your sponsor or contact me and message me, and we will make sure that you're on that list to receive those emails. Sometimes that gets lost. But Leaders Retreat can be earned. When I say it can be earned, that means that not everybody gets to go. So you only are invited to go if you earn the trip. And the way that you earn that trip is with a point system, and those points there's 650 points earns you the trip. Now, the trip this year is in Washington. We say, okay, so then it's on your dollar to get there. We're going to kind of talk through some ways to earn it, but I want to make sure that everybody that is listening to this for the first time understands how it works, and then I will reference it in a document on the team page. 650 points will get you the trip. 850 points will get you a special activity, a spa, a golf, some sort of event of your choosing, which is really nice. And that is for you as well as a guest. And that 650 points also earns you a room to bring a guest. 1,200 points will give you a $300 travel voucher. So if you are having to fly, drive, that would cover any expense that way. When you get that 650 points, that pays for your room for the duration of your trip from, I think it's Thursday through Saturday night that is paid, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. So 3 nights of paid hotel is from Plexus. Okay, and then 2,200 points, that's going to be a $2,000 check. That's really fun because it's not just a little paper check. It's a really big, huge check that you get to bring home with you on the airplane or traveling with you in the car, and that's super exciting. 3,200 points is going to be a private reception with our executives. And again, guys, this is something that maybe a couple hundred people earn. And so if only a couple hundred people earn, obviously that's an awesome opportunity to get to rub elbows and network with the top of our company. And then 4,500 points gets you a $5,000 shopping spree to Bloomingdale's. Y'all know that that's like on my little bucket list. Super, super cool. Last year, I did not go last year, but the friends of mine that did get to go, they chartered a bus, they had a special breakfast, they had a fashion show, they closed the store for them for the morning, and it was and they got to go on to the Leaders Retreat the day early. So that's awesome. And then the top 30 point earners get suite. For those of you who saw yesterday, Celeste, who is our double diamond upline, she has already met the 4,500 points. She's probably well over that, but she's met 4,500 points. So she has already earned a $5,000 shopping spree. And the cool thing is she can earn a second one if she did last year. So lots of cool prizes out there, and everything is attainable. The cool thing is Phil and I figured out there are 65 days left from today until September 15th is when points can be accrued. And the way that you earn points are, there are several different ways you can earn points. First, by your PV, which is what you are able to sell or purchase on your own. And so for $200 up to $499, you're going to be able to earn 20 credits. If you sell $500 or more, you're going to get 50 credits. If you sell $1,000, you get 100 credits, and $1,500 or more in PV will get you 150 points. So right there, I will tell you, for everyone on this call, that is going to be the biggest thing you want to hit. Your goal should be as high as possible to get PV. I have something really funny. So today I got a call from a friend of mine who's been watching me for the entire 2 years. We had talked about 8 or 9 months ago, and she's like, no, I just don't think it's right for me. And her message to me today was like, okay, I'm finally ready. So call me this afternoon. So I call her. I tell her, okay, wants to do triplex. Her mother lives with her. Her mother wants to do triplex. So I'm like, let's sign you up as a preferred customer. Let's try it, let's see how it goes, 60 days. She's like, well, I don't want to be a customer. I want to be a wholesale ambassador. I'm like, no, you want to be a customer. I need PV. But no. And I wanted her to have the 60 days, honestly. But she was like, no, I've watched you. I've watched enough of these stories. I'm done. I'm ready to sign up. So she's signing up tonight. Somebody that has been watching me for 2 years that I thought was a no and is coming back. So it's just awesome how the stories continue to be there. You just got to keep planting the seeds because people are watching. So with that, PV, PV, PV. That's what we need to preach to our newbies, to our new team members, because if they get the PV, then the pay point's going to stay up. And we all know that pay points for our normal compensation plan and our paychecks are really important. Phil's wanting to jump in. I can feel him breathing down my neck.
No, stay focused. You're good.
Yeah, here's the 2 cents I'll add.
He just cannot say anything.
Can't stop. Jen started July 17th, 2013. So literally exactly when some of you who are listening or watching joined, and you actually have a few days head start. She earned Leaders Retreat her first year, having the exact same amount of time as people who are starting right now. So don't feel like those points are unattainable. It just takes effort and will, and breaking it up like she's breaking it up right now in terms of following a logical sequence. If you are focused on getting customers and PV, and the ambassadors will come, you will earn this, I guarantee.
Okay, thank you. Now he's leaving the room so I can focus. Okay, so PV, PV, PV. But you're going to say, well, if I get 150 points for July and August, that's only 300 points, right? So you still need to get there. Well, the other great thing that happens is that for every new customer that you get that spends $50 or more, which is not very difficult to do, you're going to get 5 points. So let's say 20 customers between now and September 15th is doable, right? For most, that's a lot, but it's still, for most people, is a doable amount of time. That's 100 points. So then we're at 400 points. We need 650 points to get an invitation to come. And so then the next thing that we need to be doing is that a natural progression in your business should be that once you have customers that start seeing results and that are happy, that say, oh gosh, my sister wants some. Oh, I was telling my neighbor about Plexus. What can you tell me they would need? Then that's when you have that conversation with them about becoming an ambassador. Now, a lot of you are listening to this and going, I don't even know enough to talk to somebody about being an ambassador. That's when you enlist the help of your upline, of whoever sponsored you. Get to a meeting. We are all one team. There's nobody on this team that's going to turn you away that's not going to help you. And that includes myself and Phil. We are here to help you. Do not offer the opportunity because you don't understand enough yourself. I promise you that we can help and walk you through that. And the cool thing is that for every person that joins your team, you're going to get 10 points. But that 10 points doesn't just go for the people that you add, but it goes for people that add 4 levels below you. So for all my, I have a lot of silver getting close to gold ambassadors here on the call right now that are watching. You have little baby teams. The biggest thing that I can tell you to do is to incent your ambassadors to duplicate what you have done. Use the power of 3. Help them make a list of 100. Target 10 of them. Help them with 3-way calls, help them with meetings, get a Zoom call going, or get them to an opportunity event, and share the way to build their teams. The easiest way to do that is 3, because if you have 3 people under you and they each add 3, guess what? That's 90 points. So there's almost 100 points again for you, and that can be duplicated over and over and over again. I know Steph and I talked, and she already did a little contest on her team page to incent going silver this month so that she can work to continue to earn her points for that. So that works for 4 levels down. If you're brand new and you're like, I have no idea what I need to do to earn this, but I want to do it. There's several different things that I would say would be great catapults for you, for your business. One thing, we've participated in several opportunity events this week, and they have been fabulous. You do not have to have all of the products. You do not have to have a bunch of material. You have to have a couple of slim packets and some water and some passion. And then you invite some people over and you start sharing. You ask maybe your upline to come, maybe you've met somebody on our team that you love their testimony or you just really relate to them. Invite them to come speak at your meeting. So many people love getting asked to share because we all love to talk about ourselves, right? Most of us won't admit it, but we love to talk about ourselves. So nobody's going to turn you away unless they honestly can't come. And there is power in numbers. And I will tell you that I've gone to meetings where there's 2 people, and I've gone to meetings where there's 100 people. And every time that I go to a meeting, some kind of good for your business comes out of it, whether it's a customer, whether it's a networking partner or a new relationship or an ambassador or multiple ambassadors. So open yourself up to hosting a pink party or a launch party. The other thing that I'm going to tell you to do is to get out of your comfort zone and to start sharing. I touched on it a little bit already, but I want you to feel confident in telling people about it. You can even say, I don't really even understand what it all is about, but there is a buzz going on. Just by using that 17,000 number, people will go, 17,000 people in 4 days? What's going on? There's something there. The other cool thing that happened to me today when I was getting my hair done, the girl that did my hair had signed up as an ambassador on my team like right away. She was on my hairdresser then under somebody else that's not even on our team anymore. And she said, no, the products don't work for me because I have thyroid issues and my medicine got all mixed up and I was feeling better, but my doctor said I had to stop. Well, today she says to me, I'm sitting on my phone and I'm scrolling through and I'm like, oh, this would be really good for you, Tiffany. And she looked at it and it said something about hormones, a hormone meeting. And she was like, what is that? And I said, oh, it's something with Plexus. Because I always make sure that people know that I do Plexus. I wear my Plexus stuff and I drink my pink drink in front of them. But I don't try to push it down their throat if I've already had a conversation with them or I already know that they're kind of over it or whatever. And she's like, will you send me that? And so I said, sure. And I sent it to her and she followed up with me. And I said, would you like to go to that meeting? And she's like, let me see if I can work it out in my schedule. So somebody, again, that was probably a no in my mind. It's just proof that you can't prejudge and you need to go ahead and continue to share, continue to open up and take the leap of faith to just offer the opportunity and the product to people because you never know who's going to bite and who's going to want in. All right. I was going to leave. I wanted to leave because I figured that there would be new people on here or maybe people that would like to share or ask questions. Some time to do that. So if anyone has a question or something that they would like to share or an idea for Earning Leaders Retreat, or maybe those of you that have gone to say how awesome it is. Anyone? Erica, she's just got to figure out her button.
Okay. This is my first time being on a Zoom meeting on my laptop, so it's a little different. Sorry. So I just wanted to tell y'all that I did go to Leaders Retreat last year, and it was nothing short of a fabulous, most amazing time. Plexus does everything all the way, and so like the patio party that they held was so much fun. They had a live band. Tarl and I danced the whole night. Just kidding. But the accommodations were amazing. It was at the Gaylord, which is at the Gaylord in Washington, D.C. also. So anyway, it's not something that you want to, just fall short of. a couple of, even by 100 points. You want to give it your all and get there. You get to hobnob with, the leaders of the company. How awesome is that? I met several people that I keep in touch with still that some of them I saw at convention, some of them I didn't. But it's just really neat to be set apart like that and really feel like when I came back, to be honest, I thought I'm just going to ride this Plexus thing for as long as I can. But after I came back from convention, I was like, okay, I could do this. The speakers that they had were amazing. We had Victor Antonio, and it's a much smaller audience, so you really feel like you're able to be more interactive. And it just propelled and gave me everything that I needed to be able to continue on and, get to where I'm at now. So still have a long way to go, but I'm telling y'all, get to Leaders Retreat. You will love it. It's the greatest time.
Awesome. Thank you. It really does solidify your business for you. It really makes things real. If you're on this call and you've not been doing this very long and the majority of your business has been done in somebody else's house or at a church or in a restaurant, and there's only your communication with the company or the focus from the company has only been what you've seen online or maybe what you've heard other people talk about, to see it in real life, in person, to interact, really does make a huge difference. Yeah. Becky, did you want to say anything?
Yes, I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
We can.
Okay, I'm in my car traveling. I wanted to add that I also went to Leaders Retreat last year, and you get to take a guest. I took my very best friend who was using the products but had no interest in signing up to be an ambassador. As a matter of fact, Jen, we sat at the table with you one lunch, and she says, yeah, this all seems great. Maybe when I retire, it's something I can do, which of course we all laughed at. But the training is so much more intense at Leaders Retreat than at convention. It's what I loved. I was hungry for training. And sitting in the training where the compensation plan was so wonderfully described is what turned my friend's head. Now, she didn't sign up right then, but she had her husband sign up, and that was, he signed up in October of last year, and then she just signed up a few days ago.
She did.
Leaders Retreat is great. Oh, also, I fell and hurt my knee the first day,
Yes.
and I would not come home. I stayed, and I can't say enough good things about Leaders Retreat. Go.
Thank you, Becky. I appreciate that. And I think that maybe Tanner was there, not an ambassador at the time, right? You weren't an ambassador then. And no plans to be an ambassador. And now he is. Way to go, Mr. Plexus himself. So it really does make a huge difference. If you need to strategize personally with somebody, if you need help just kind of thinking about what's going on, if you're hitting some roadblocks and you really, really have a desire to get there, I will tell you, Erica and Becky both worked their booties off last summer to get there. It does take work, but I will tell you that it makes it all the sweeter when you earn it for the amount of work that you do put into it. And so, and not to mention the number of lives that you're going to be impacting and affecting along the way. So the cool thing is we have 65 days. The other cool thing is that it's not a linear process, right? So it doesn't mean that you have to get 10 points today in order to stay on track for 10 points tomorrow. My husband, who's very analytical, likes to break it down like that. But I will tell you, you could get all 650 points the first 2 weeks of September, because Plexus is by nature a mushroom effect for some people. So keep just putting in the effort, put in the work, see what you can make happen, and know that we are behind you 110% and here to support you and here to cheer with you along the way. So if anybody else has any questions, we will have this recorded and you can share it with your new ambassadors on your team pages in just a little bit. And I know then for those of you that are on, Erica has a upcoming Zoom, and so I hope that goes really well too for you guys in just a little bit. right. Anybody else have anything they want to say? Y'all are a quiet group tonight. Great to see you guys. And I will talk to you soon. Bye.